Travel editor Peter Greenberg is back with us now. And Peter, good morning. For people who plan to travel for the holidays, now that's a few weeks away, should they consider changing their plans? Is there anything they should do now to prepare?
There's not much they can do to change anything now. They should stick with what they're doing, but keep in mind, as we get closer and closer to the holiday, the incentive to solve this problem grows almost exponentially, because it's not about just closing airspace. It's a game of chicken right now to determine who's going to blink first, the airlines or the air traffic control system. Something has to be done to adjust the schedule because they can't handle it. We're averaging 5,000 delays a day, about 500 to 600 cancellations. That number only gets bigger as we get closer and closer to the Thanksgiving holiday. And right now, we're dealing not with a ground stop, but we are dealing with some ground holds. We had an Orlando airport just last week that stopped taking all incoming flights. And it's not really a matter of O'Hare. It's a matter of the planes trying to get to O'Hare from feeder airports to be able to connect. It's all about connectivity. And of course, what's at the center of that? Chicago and O'Hare.
Yeah, which is a big concern to Midwesterners, well, everybody really. Now, we've already seen long TSA lines like this one at an airport in Houston. I heard someone say earlier this week he waited 3 hours to get through security. Now, if this continues, is there a way people can avoid or navigate those long lines and delays right now?
Not much. I mean, I was flying from Honolulu to Los Angeles the other night at an off-peak time, 11 o'clock at night. 3 out of the 4 TSA checkpoints were closed. And that's happening a lot now. But it's happening a lot in the U.S. during peak times. They don't have the staff. Remember, we had one air traffic control center the other day that was 80% understaffed. You can't operate. And that's what's going to happen pretty soon at the TSA. Most of them are still working, but the number of call-ins by quote-unquote sick agents is increasing every single day.
In a recent article on your website, you say that tourism is declining in the United States. By how much? And is that good or bad for the country?
It's bad. We're seeing a huge down drop, and we've talked about this before, in foreign arrivals to the United States, down 44% from Canada, 34% from Germany, 38% from Denmark, even 15% from Korea. And that's revenue we can't recoup. Right now, the U.S. Travel Association is estimating a loss right there alone in the first 8 months of $25 billion. Now, you compound that with a government shutdown, that's adding another $1 billion in lost revenue every 2 weeks. So do the math. We are reaching an inflection point now where what's going to solve the government shutdown will be the economic impact caused by the disruption in travel. Yeah. It's exactly what happened the last time we had a shutdown that went this long.
And what's the most frequently or highest travel time of the year? It's right now, isn't it, Peter?
Well, it's basically the 10 days before Thanksgiving. That's the heaviest travel days of the year. Not so much for Christmas, because people get to expand those windows. But Thanksgiving, that's the tough one.
Yeah. All right, Peter. CBS travel editor Peter Greenberg, thank you as always for joining me this morning, and we'll see what happens over the next week or so.
You got it.